Looking at the Red Wheelbarrow by William Carlos Williams, we have one attempt of a sentence. We can note that there's no punctuation, no capitalization. That simply reads, "So much depends upon a red wheelbarrow, glazed with rainwater, beside the white chickens." William Carlos Williams is a poet who describes an object as he sees it and leaves the interpretation up to us. So we're given a poem that depicts an image, a red wheelbarrow, the glazed of rain, next to white chickens making the red pop. And we have to figure out what depends on it. It was written in the early 1920s, and we can connect it to a farm. What depends on a red wheelbarrow on a farm? Well, it's used to move tools, it moves crops, eggs from the chickens, and all of those items are moved out to be sent out to feed the society or the community in that area. So all of this is depending on that one red wheelbarrow that's being described to get food where it needs to go, to get to people who it needs to get to. It's an imagist poetry. It focuses on language to convey a precise image in the reader's mind. The style might make it seem pretty vague. The speaker really is focusing just on this red wheelbarrow, and it suggests the poem could very well almost be sentimental meditation of a simple everyday object. The poem should make us wonder a little bit about the wheelbarrow and why it's important. It gets a little bit more complex when we see that it's glazed with rainwater. It's not even just outside, but it's next to white chickens. So by adding all this additional stuff, the speaker of the poem is encouraging us as the reader to look closer at the image. There's more than meets the eye when looking at something as simple as a wheelbarrow. Our job is to figure out what that is and what depends on it. It doesn't tell us that life depends on it, or a family depends on it, or a farm depends on it. William Carlos Williams liked to leave those interpretations up to us as the reader.